Hello, we are here at the Chino Air Show, bringing you live footage.
These are P-51s.
With my pops there, Tom Kistler, rocking the race boat shirt, looking like a boss. Here we have the buzzin' cousin. It's a beautiful day here at the Chino Air Show. As you can see, there are many of the stands.
Look, 6 kills on Miss Candy.
Oh. And as my pops was just telling me that most of these were in the hydroplanes when they first started out. The motors. As you can see, there are plenty of the stands, shirts, all kinds, food stands, and of course the ice cold brewski stands.
Lady Joe. I can't believe the workmanship in these things, and these were built in the 40s. Look how beautiful they are.
Like that welding job.
What welding job? It's all rivets.
On.
That's from the exhaust.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was a welding door.
No, but these are spectacular planes.
And here we have the bunny with a very fine looking woman on it. The soldiers would get very lonely, so they'd put pictures of the girls to look at while they're flying around.
There's Sean Tucker's Oracle stunt plane.
That thing's pretty awesome.
Wait till you see what he does in that thing. He makes the tumbling bear look like an idiot. Look at the Oracle setup over here, Christian. Beautiful. For dignitaries.
And here we have the Oracle setup for the Estonian old-timey.
No, that's for him.
Just kidding. What do they do there?
This is their suites
for
everybody
for the
involved.
flyers.
Here's Wee Willie.
Lieutenant Culver L. Williams.
Here's Dolly.
For those of you that don't know, the stickers with the flags is the amount of kills that they have. That one has 1 sticker.
I'm sorry.
Boise B, that one has, looks like 20 kills.
Look at it. Flew in. The Army Jeep. Mrs. Virginia.
Wow, this one has a spear on it.
It's a pedo tube. It's like your air speed. Look out.
The big ol' eyes on it.
Here, Christian, are all ones that used to land on carriers, with the exception of the P-38, 201 and on down.
I like the Special Ops Area 37. It's awesome.
Lear jet.
It's a what?
The Lear jet.
What's that? Ah.
See all these guys here, Christian? How they're short, stubby. They're the ones that used to land on the carriers. They got the fold up wings, as you'll see down here. That guy's got a few kills.
What a beast. What is it? That guy had 24. That's one away from the nuke on Call of Duty.
Over here we have our enemy's planes. There's a Swiss plane, a German plane, a British Spitfire.
I like the German orange plane.
This is a Russian yak. Dreadnought. Look at the name of it.
Red flag on it.
Removed before flight. This is a racing plane, Christian.
Oh, really? Yeah. But also, you know,
See, it used to race. Top qualifier 83, 84, 85, 86. World qualifying record in 86 at 452 miles an hour in that thing.
Wow. It's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Dave Plum, Joel Swagger, the Sanders family.
Japanese planes. There's a British Spitfire. But now you can see these marine ones at the end where the wings fold up.
And at the very end, the awesome.
There he is, the Raptor.
The king of all of them.
Oh, there's a couple of them actually.
Oh wow. Think any stealth bombers are here? Just kidding.
There they are. Wow.
yes, ma'am.
Look at all the missiles on the wings.
Wow.
Here, kitty, kitty. Look at them all. That looks pretty intimidating, don't it? And two bombs hanging down and all the ones on the wings.
That thing's a straight beast. Oh, they don't even let you get close to those.
I wonder why.
The king of all.
Yep.
The I think that's enough recording. Hello, and welcome back to the 2015 Chino Airshow. We're now in camp. Forgot the name of it. Join. It is now 9:45. Sipping on a Rockstar. Camp Calero. And here we have the 6FJR DRK-1. Pretty awesome plane. Looks like it's from the Germans. .1942 M4A1 Sherman tank, crew 5, main gun 75mm, ammo cap 90 rounds, weight 30 tons.
Yeah, the B8 Brenner automatic rifle shot the same 30-06 round as the Springfield bolt action rifle and the M1 variant. Bonnie and Clyde made it famous. Clyde would rob banks with a sawed-off BAR tucked under his jacket. Yep, he'd cut the stock off, cut the barrel off, and hide it underneath his jacket.
Pretty awesome gun selection. MP40, my favorite. So they got all type of doodads, thingamajigs, mabobbers, kaflobbers, and whatnots. Now we will head over to the lighter side tented area.
And the only occupation I ever heard from them was we'll cook for 20 hours.
The brew up area. Could go for a nice cold Bud Light Platinum myself. Or even a Tecate or Dos Equis. Sounds good.
Well, find a P-51 with
Spaghetti con
somebody
carne.
has already told you. You are part of the system. Okay. I was,
Looks pretty good, let's say.
that 15 piece was a pretty because that was the thing he was to have happen each time because he knew that meant he had been successful in whatever he was.
The British Commonwealth of Nations together.
And then there's some changes in it. They put in Rolls Royce engines, put on bubble canopy, added some guns, and things of that sort. But the airplane had one big feature, and that was
Got the old-timey cameras.
runway.
Look like the cameras almost... No, actually... Or from the Public Enemies when he's getting off the plane. I don't know if you have seen that movie, but it is pretty awesome.
Very, very fine airplane.
What's up, dog?
And I was happy to be a part of it.
Thank you, Bob. And for those of you that don't know, the P-51 out there with the red tail, labeled Bunny, that's a reproduction. That's a reproduction of the airplane Bob flew. So go have a look at it. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Does anybody have
We got some Jeeps here. Troop Carriers, 1984 AM General M923 5-ton cargo truck, 6x6.
May I ask, do you know the name Lieutenant Colonel James Harvey in Denver, Colorado?
We have a radio like that one ourselves back in the day.
That's still good water. Like that?
Well, I'm very proud to say I'm an associate member of our 8th Air Force group out in Denver, and he, of course, is one of our outstanding heroes. He was a CE in the Central World Gym, and I thought maybe you two would cross paths.
Well, I'm sure we have.
The what the? Golf cart.
The only 23 so-called red tail.
Well, each one of them.
Pull up with some bad bitches in this. Bottle of Fireball whiskey, cinnamon, pretty good stuff. But I would not recommend.
Next is Fred Detgen.
Gives some people quite the headache and stomachache. For those who have a light stomach for the hot whiskey.
Yes, they did.
And that does it for the Camp Keller Airway.
Congress had allowed
school. The Congress would not pass laws, pass a budget to buy more gasoline for the flight schools, Air Force at Randolph and the Navy in Pensacola, to teach more pilots to fly. So someone flipped a little message in another bill that allowed them to establish the civilian pilot training program. And 1,200 applicants were involved with the...
We got more of the stands here, as you can see. Plenty of the stands. Got all kinds of doodads, thingamajigs, mabobbers, kablobbers, whatnots. Bunch of pins, hats, pretty awesome military hats. They got a deal, 3 for $30. Might have to get a hat myself. Awesome shirts. They got jewelry stands, but it's about time, I think, to get an ice cold brewski. A bunch of fine art, all kinds of things here. We'll be back shortly.
December 8th, my buddy and I used to rent a Bronca Chief 65 horsepower side by side with a wheel coming out of the panel.
Welcome back. We are live at the Chino Airshow 2015.
The Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, very rugged cheap.
Right as it started.
Really great, those pre-war Army Air Force natural metal schemes.
Out of these, coming along P-38J.
That P-38 is an awesome looking plane.
On the reel. It is 11:06 here at the Chino Airshow.
P-25s were built over the years. Plants both up here in Inglewood and also in Kansas City. And they have a variety of different models made. There's probably about 7 or 8 different distinct variants of the B-25. It's used in every theater of war during World War II, all over the globe.
Taking off now is the Messerschmitt Bf-108 Typhoon. And here's
distinctive D-Day identification markings on that C-47. Those were often painted on the night before the mission with brooms or mops or whatever they had. The alternating white and black stripes was an identification aid for American, British, Canadian, and other Allied aircraft operating during the Operation Overlord, which was June 6, 1944.
That was painted on at the last minute, so we did not let the enemy know what we were doing.
And you get a good look now at the P-38 as it's taxiing. Here you can see the engines turning opposite directions. The distinctive twin boom design by Kelly Johnson of Lockheed. Over 10,000 of these were built just up here in Burbank back in the 1940s.
German plane. Followed by the Swiss Pilatus P2.
Looks like the guy's raising the roof. Oh, no, I don't know. Run away.
Another pass by the BF-108 and the B-25 Mitchell.
And we'll get at least one more look at our C-47. Again, this is the military designation for the DC-3 transport. Cargo, supplies, paratroopers, fuel, could carry it all.
A true workhorse.
Absolutely. That and the C-46 Commando. They use those day in, day out of the China-Burma Indian hump there.
The German planes seem to be louder.
It's a different motor. It's a rotary vane motor instead of like a V12, which is like a Mustang. One more flyby with the Mitchell.
Another look at the B-25J. Aircraft is powered by two R2600 engines built by Wright. Large 14-cylinder radials.
I think these guys are having a fun time flying those planes around.
I wonder if they're listening to music while flying.
This brightly colored BF-108 Typhoon. This airplane was somewhat of the impetus for the design of the BF-109 fighter that followed it.
And they're reading the roof.
That's the name of a skateboard company brand too. Remember at Boardwalk always going to get that.
And now taxiing in is the Supermarine Spitfire, British fighter aircraft.
Thing's big. Bigger
Again,
than
it's the most famous aircraft of Great Britain of all time. And they built over 20,000 of them. Even after the war ended, they continued production.
Another pass by the C-47 and the B-25. You know, the C-47 was also used to tow in gliders.
That's right, the D-Day invasion. As Vince up here mentioned, the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions were deployed from the C-47s. Probably the most important mission it ever performed, certainly the most important during World War II. Although I imagine the guys were requesting supplies to the China-Burma India theater, probably they might maybe question that as being the most important. We were dependent on those cargo airplanes.
Yeah, U.S. Navy and Marine Corps used them as well as the R-4D.
That's right.
Now, on the scheduled event,
Please inform us, Mr. Kishore, for the viewers.
I don't know.
Kevin, what was the primary role of the BF-108?
Well, BF-108 was just designed as a basically a civilian aircraft, a general aircraft, but they were used by the German military as a, well, it could be a VIP transporter, a liaison, or other, but it really led to the design of the BF-109. If you look at the wing design of the fuselage, the basic layout of it.
You can't see the similarities.
And the heritage is evident.
Next will be Sean Tucker in the Oregon stunt plane. This you have to watch.
I was looking at the guy flying it, been flying for a long time.
Sean, we just started this year.
Flying some of my favorites, the B-20. What?
He's in 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yep.
Flying my favorite bomber next to the stealth bomber and the B-26, the B-52, or 25 is currently flying, excuse me. Some other ones, the Spitfire's about to go out, along with some other ones.
There we go.
Another pass by the C-47 Skytrain. Amazingly maneuverable.
And Rob has a Facebook page. He reads every single message and responds. It's Tumbling Bear, and he also has one for Rob Harrison. So if you took some photos today and would like Rob to see them or just send him a message, go to his Facebook page and post them. He will be reading them tonight, I promise you. Rob is an engineer. He works 7 days a week. And I am not an engineer, but I do help Rob with a lot of stuff. And he approves things like airplane parts and things such as like every part on an airplane, on an airliner, has to be approved by an FAA designated representative, an engineer, what's called a DER. And Rob is a DER. There's not a lot of DERs out there. So he works on a lot of aircrafts from all over the world. Often we have to fly to Europe. He works with Lufthansa Airlines, and he does a lot of engineering for those airplanes. But he's approved from landing gears to toilet handles. As I said, everything has to be approved by an engineer.
Clean up in the ground.
And Rob retired after 28 years with the U.S. Forest Service. He was the program leader for aviation, and this is why he went into flying air shows. He's been flying air shows for over 20 years, but he actually started flying. Looking good.
Okie dokie, I think I'll try to do a tumble.
Okie dokie.
I'm the only warbird to tumble, but I think our friends at Chino deserve it. Did my dedication go out okay? I want to make sure that both Sean and Dr. Cernick understand how much I appreciate their help.
I believe they heard it. Have a good tumble, honey. Okay. This is why he's called a tumbling bear. This plane is really hard to tumble. Unlike the Slim 50, he was able to tumble about 4 times. This one's a lot harder to tumble. But here he comes, and he's going to tumble for you. For full smoke. He's coming from your left. Full power, gaining some speed here, and then he will tumble the airplane. There he goes. There's a tumble. 74 years old, almost 74. When you see Rob today, tell him happy birthday. Okay, honey, he's gonna do one more. Rob started flying when he was 6 years old. By the age of 13, he was doing aerobatics. He had to hide from his mom that he was doing aerobatics. But his dad was a pilot for the Navy, and basically, you know, at the age of 6, he was already flying airplanes. So he's had the thrill practically his entire life. So I was telling you, here he comes. Wow, beautiful smoke there. I hope you got that picture. Straight up here. Turn. There's the tugboat. Okay, well, he's going to do probably a photo pass. You're still on this. So Rob worked for the U.S. Forest Service for 28 years. While he turns around here, he's going to do a photo pass. And he was responsible for the fire tankers out there that drop the fire retardant in helicopters. And they're still being used. And whenever they have any engineering questions, Rob is still working on that. So the guy works 24/7. He's also an attorney. And the guy never sleeps. Work, work, work. He went to he's got a doctorate degree from the University of Laverne here in law. And he also went to U.S. Navy Test Pilot School at Pax River. And he's got a lot of degrees. So for you kids out there, if you want to be successful when you grow up and you want to fly airplanes and buy really nice airplanes and really nice cars, work really hard at school. You could never have too many degrees. Rob has several master's degrees and a doctorate, and it's never enough. He actually uses all his knowledge that he went to school for almost every day. So here he comes from your left, from the west to the east. In Southern California, beautiful skies today. We are so thankful you are here. Well, it looks like he might be landing, so catch him when he lands. He will be happy to sign autographs for you. And we have tattoos for the kids.
Watch closely now as Sean spirals into a signature figure, which we call the centrifuge. He's filling 8 positive G's. He's going 280 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, this is model airplane flying. It just doesn't get better than this. The words of Sean D. Tucker. Yeah, baby. Well, screens across the box. That's a 10. So right now he's feeling about 10 times his own weight. Oh, look out. I'm gonna wake you up. Most people don't know how Sean got into airbags. He actually just wanted to face his fear of flying, so he took some aerobatic courses. We're all certainly glad that he did. It's 45 degrees. Snap rolls on the down line. And he pulls the vertical, 2.5 outside snap rolls into a front flip. There it is, yeah. Makes it look easy, folks. Now an inverted recovery. And a quick half roll by airshow center. Sean will now attempt what we like to call the Hui loop. This is going to be an inside-outside loop with a cherry on top. Going to be up for 6 negative G's trying to throw Sean out of that cockpit. There it is. It's the Hui loop. Yeah. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. This guy's tough. So let me tell you about this plane. It carries serial number 1. There's nothing like it on the planet. 1,225 pounds, 400 horsepower. You're looking at the most high-performance aerobatic biplane in the world. It took our team 16 months to perfect an aircraft that would match Sean's skill up. This is the Oracle Challenger 3. Now returning there, across the box. Now 7G pull, stops in the sky. He's going to try what we like to call the double hammerhead. Nose perfectly vertical, 0 forward airward speed, and that's 1. And that's 2 consecutive double hammerheads. That's a double hammerhead, folks. He's pushing it again. That's now 8 G's with the earth staring him in the face, and he rises up. This is called the Raptor in honor of the F-22. And a push away with an outside loop on top. Now, as you can imagine, this performance is really hard on the body. Sean will experience about 10.5 positive G's, 7 negative G's in this performance. He's got to be in top physical condition to handle those pressures. He exercises 6 days a week. He's climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Aconcagua, Mount Elbrus, but he calls himself a beginning mountaineer. Now, what is he up to now? He's pulling. Sean, let's talk to Sean right now. Sean, is that an inverted flat frisbee? So far, my father-in-law, Sean D. Tucker, in the Oracle Challenger 3. Okay, well, at this time, I suggest that you get on your feet, get your cameras ready, and get as close to that fence as you can. Check out the runway in front of you. You'll notice that there are 3 sets of poles out there. Stretched between each pole is a ribbon. Those ribbons stand 20 feet above the ground, and they're spaced barely 700 feet apart.
Whoa!
So right now, Sean prepares himself, because in a few moments, he's going to attempt to slice all 3 ribbons. Now, besides climbing mountains and flying aerobatics, he's also the chairman of the EAA Young Eagles program, flying over 1.9 million kids. Just this week, Sean flew 15-year-old Young Eagle JP and flies Young Eagles just like JP across America. Certainly a man who gives far back more than he receives from this industry. He pulls to the vertical, and this time, he's going to attempt to go under ribbon number 1.
Under it.
First ribbon.
Under what?
Those ribbons.
He descends.
No way.
Here we go.
Getting his wheels just above the ground, and he goes under ribbon number 1. What we like to call the alley-oop. Wow. It's the world's smallest inside. And he goes underneath ribbon number 3. He's having some fun today. As Sean rolls his way down the airshow left, this is our indication that he's ready to do another loop. Wow, make some noise for Sean D. Tucker.
This guy's unbelievable, isn't he?
As he turns his plane, this is our indication. The show line is obstruction-free, and he's now ready to attempt to slice all 3 ribbons. Get your cameras ready, folks. In one single pass, 3 separate flight attitudes. Here he goes. He's now 18 feet above the ground. He's doing 210 miles an hour. That's a right knife edge through ribbon number 1. Now he turns a left knife edge through ribbon number 2, and inverted, cutting ribbon number 3. That's Sean D. Tucker. He's living with passion. He's pushing his limits. He's pushing his flying machine. He's pushing his life work in the realm of magic. Let's make some noise, people. Sean D. Tucker. Now he pulls 3/4 outside loop in a front somersault in flight position. into his slider and salute to the Young Eagle pilots. Let's go live into the cockpit. Hey, Sean, that was amazing.
That was a blast. Okay, I'm going to come back and give the team all the wave and the EA Young Eagle salute to all my friends here at Chino. So remember, give me a big wave. Remember, say God bless America. See a man woman in his uniform, you give a kiss and a hug. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be sliding on down. So I want to see a beautiful wave. I'm coming from left to right. I'm saluting my pole holders. The slow speed way, okay? Okay, there's 60 miles an hour. I like 60, the wing still flies. Yeah, baby! Okay, everybody in the President's Club, give me a wave! Oh, my friends at Team Oracle, give me a wave! Yeah, baby! Okay, it's just great being here. My friends at Moody, give me a wave. God bless America. You guys are great. We'll see you next year.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sean's gonna tighten his seatbelt. Gonna take a
What did you think?
gain some
He's awesome. I mean, compared to Bubbling Bear,
Bubbling Bear. You put on a good show.
here comes the MiG.
power and capability
Here
of
comes
the
the
U.S.
MiG
Marine
jet.
Corps AV-8
The Korean warplane.
I bet that thing's gonna go pretty fast.
Yeah, they do.
112 short years ago. Sean's now flying at the speed of thought, really. Just imagine some of his arms are big, he's just dancing in the clouds. It weighs miles more.
We have a pass by the Douglas.
Yeah, why don't you clean them off on this pass and stand by for RTB. Top up bandit, slow mover, top up bandit, slow mover, 40 miles eastbound from the south. Copy, Fury. On the northwest side of that hill, got a bunch of troops in the open, you're cleared hot.
Oh boy.
We may have some bogeys coming inbound. Black Sheep, I want you to hit Fury smoke. You're clear hot. Broadsword, Mosquito, how copy? Spad rolling in hard behind Black Sheep. Alright, Spad. I need you to look to the southeast. Southeast of the hill. Looks like we got enemy on the run. Troops in the open. A large column. You're clear hot. Copy, cleared off. I want you to follow Stab. Look to the southeast, that long column of enemy troops. We still have scramble. Slow moving man at 10 south. Sabres on station. Area 10 pound high. Help out our troops on the ground. Copy. Mosquito, you got any napalm left? Charlie Bandit 2, support. Still engage the act, my right trip line. Yes, sir, they're hot. You're cleared hot, Cat. You got 1 for you in 30 seconds. You got 1, you are cleared hot. If you got 20 millimeters, bring it large. You got 1 cleared hot, 20 millimeters. 2's on board. That's affirmative. Nope, I'll give you 1 more pass, Fury and Cat. You got ordnance left? We have rockets, HUD rockets, 1 more pass. Alright, bring it large. Last pass for you guys. Ready up. And pass out, we're clean. Copy, Cat. Saber engage line, gas on my nose. Got it, got it. And gas line again. Make sure you check out with an in-flight report with their boss. Gun skill, yak just south of you, Mosquito. Yeah, go trail. Alright, you back. Q-Bat 1 copies, command again, 30 seconds. Ground copies. Q-Bat 2 is at trail.
Well, it looks like the battle's over.
Ground clear, Mosquito is RTB. Copy, Mosquito, Striker's RTB. Yep, and a repeat, you still have 2 P-80s, Q-Bat on station. Copy that. Clearly to engage last remaining yak. Q-Bat 2 is in police. Disregard Q-Bat 1. Clearly overshot 2. Get the yak, get the yak. Q-Bat in police. Disengage. Q-Bat, heads up yak at your 6. Everybody.
We have the F-86 Sabre.
Awesome.
airframe was a product of an air racer named Gordon Israel, engineer and air racing pilot that
We're in front of the dolly
worked for Grumman
plane.
Aircraft at the time. One of the reasons the F-7F didn't see too much action with the Navy was because of the difficulty in getting carrier operations. It's a large airplane, the first twin-engine carrier airplane, also the first tricycle geared carrier airplane. Worked well from land bases, though. We had them over at El Toro back in the late 40s, early 50s. The Tiger Cat had pretty devastating firepower too. It had 4 20mm cannon and 4 50 caliber machine guns, depending on model. They also had stations on the wings for rockets. Could carry a centerline drop tank. Later, Tiger Cats actually carried twin drop tanks. They were mounted inboard of the engines under the wings. Very hot performing airplane though.
loud.
just before entering the 360 with the duck under. We're the only team that does this. Now! As he goes inverted for the dirty inverted pass.
Brought out the landing cars and the hook.
As in the past, the Air Force continues to provide the Canadian Armed Forces with effective air power capability to meet the defense challenges today and into the future. I like to see